And just like that, we live once again. Welcome to Key and Carry, where we key.
And we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And nobody's here yet. But we're excited to talk about the newest episode of Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Atlanta Forever, produced by Chasing Reality, and to have a special guest.
Yes.
So-
PSA, in case y'all wondering, like, oh, these niggas are as loud and lively. We pissed off the neighbors, so we're trying to be mellow. So
Now we pissed off the neighbors.
we're trying to keep a low profile. But yeah. Chasing Atlanta Forever.
Yes.
Season 6, episode 3, baby. Wax on, wax off. A lot happened this episode.
Definitely. A lot happened this episode. You want to give your general thoughts while I look for my phone that's escaping me today?
So episode 3, I thought this was a pretty good episode.
Mhm.
Not really too much happening. There was an event, a couple meetups, some sit downs, but I felt like it was a okay episode. They were trying to find a phone. It didn't fall in between the
It might have.
cushion. Sorry, y'all.
Oh. It might be here.
Technical difficulties.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I knew it fell. But yes, don't mind my drunken antics. But yes, we're here to review Chasing Atlanta Forever, Season 6, Episode 3. But yes, you were saying your thoughts.
Yeah, pretty good episode.
Okay.
I thought it was a pretty good episode. I feel like in terms of this kind of storylines, I feel like the storylines are, let me say the intertwined storylines where there was more than one cast member. I wish that they were kind of more interesting, but as far as like some of the solo individual storylines, I feel like the show's interesting, especially like Willa and I feel like what's going on with Kendra, and then some other scenes. Jay had the fashion show, but yeah, I feel like this is a good episode.
Same. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I guess it depends on like the goal for the season, like what kind of stories you want to tell. But I feel like I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's early, so it's like hard to like kind of determine like how good the season is going to be and like the stories and things like that. I mean, I feel like there are certain aspects of the show that I'm interested in, like with Willa and like her, kind of reclaiming her mental health and like things like that. And then just like even Tony and like being like a mother, like of a house and like talking about that. Certain like characters I enjoy, but like I feel like the whole like story, like the whole season, like right now, I'm not really invested in it just yet. But it's so early, so it's hard to tell like where it's gonna go. But I'm giving it some time for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so let me get into my notes.
Wax on, wax off, baby.
Wax on, wax off. It should have been put it on wax, because one of the episodes was put it on the floor or something like that. Floor. Yes, so put it on wax for sure. Because there are a lot of artists on this show.
There are a lot of artists on the show. A lot of musicians.
Right.
Baby.
But let me just get to my notes. Okay, so yes. A couple of thoughts from the last episode because I was not here. I was at work. So I just have a couple of thoughts from last episode. I thought the fight was funny because where was Wayne running to? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was funny that he ran after starting that damn fight with Dom. And Dom was kind of getting with him. I was like, okay, Dom, them two murder muscles. Right. I was here for it.
Them down shots, baby.
Yeah, he said, try me and I will try you. Hey, Will. I think just he didn't get Will.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, hey, Will. Thank you for being here. Yes.
Yeah, Mom. Big is in the building. I know that's not your screen name.
I know it's not your name anymore.
Yes. Thank you for being here on this good Saturday, right?
Yes.
Today, Saturday.
He said, Wayne the Pain. Wait, Wayne the Hit and Run Pain. Yes. Hit and Run. I'm sure that's not the first time he didn't hit and ran something. But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was hilarious that he ran right after that fight because where was he running to? But I didn't expect Dom to handle him like that. Like that was kind of
Yeah, Dom was
surprising me. But yes, he got that damn rage in him. Like, bitch, I'm tired of your ass.
Facts.
But yes, somebody said that he was allegedly that Wayne was running to get a gun. I was like, that's lame.
True.
Like,
especially after you swung first, he got beat up.
Yes,
you started the fight, and got beat
and
up.
got dragged. Like, no, a gun is not necessary. Just get your ass beat. Like you
Right.
you started it, so
Take
this
the
is the
L, keep it
consequences.
moving, yeah.
Yes. But yes. What would you rate this episode if you had to give it a letter grade? And feel free to put in the comments. Shout out to Emmanuel Lash.
Sorry, we're butchering your name.
Yes, sorry, butchering your name, but thank you for being here. But feel free to give your letter grade on this episode. I feel like that would be a cute thing.
Okay, so
start
episode
doing.
3.
Yes, episode 3.
Okay,
wax on, wax off. What would you give this episode if you have to give?
I would say B-.
Ooh, okay. I said B.
Okay,
I said B. Yeah,
2 snaps.
I said B because yeah, I just felt like there wasn't enough like moments that really like kept my attention, to be honest. But I did think that there were some like really good moments, like Willa, like the therapy session with Willa and Tony talking to her kids, and the fashion show. So
yes,
the fashion show was really good. Hey, Spicy Original, thank you so much for being here. Yes,
Spicy Original is in the building. Yes.
Spicy's here. Let's get the party started.
Okay.
Will say C minus. So the 5 rating, is that out of 10? I would assume. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it wasn't really giving what I wanted it to give.
Okay.
No shade. But it was a decent episode, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like the earlier like episodes of the season tend to be like kind of not boring, but like just kind of like a startup, if that makes sense. So but yes, so after the fight with Wayne the Pain and Dominique, Rico meets up with Wayne to kind of talk about the situation. And so yeah, they kind of just like had their talk, and to me it kind of seemed like Wayne, I feel like Wayne cannot be in the scene without bringing up Kendra. And let us know how y'all feel about that. But me personally, I feel like Wayne, I feel like he wants to be independent. He wants to be looked at as like a character, like single character on the show without Kendra. But I feel like every season that, or every scene that he's in, it's giving like, I gotta bring up Kendra.
Right.
So I just feel like he's still attached to her in a way. And I feel like at this point, like, you got what you wanted, so you can be your own person. But they kind of talk about Kendra, and it kind of seems like he was projecting the like issues that he had with Kendra onto Dom. And so, because he kept saying like, well, what Dom was saying was giving me Kendra. So I feel like that was him like trying to like get his frustrations out that he had toward Kendra on Dom.
Right. I can see that.
But yeah, what did you think of the episode? Or the episode? What did you think of this scene?
Baby, this is literally the only thing I got from this scene is when they walked away to the restaurant. It was giving Richie Dollars and Diamond Strawberry. The mic has to be off.
The mic has to be off. My goodness.
I said, that's interesting. Now, this is the tea that we need on Chasing.
I'm screaming because I said not Rico flirting with, not Rico flirting with Wayne after he lost. I would have been turned off. I'm not going to lie. Baby, you lost. It's a no for me.
Especially after swinging first.
Yes. After swinging first.
That phone is so fucking shady.
But yes, after swinging first and getting handled, I'm gonna be a little turned up. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, definitely feel free to comment y'all thoughts and feelings on the episode. Spicy Original said, I give it a solid B. The fashion show and the candle making moment were entertaining. Yes, I did really like the fashion show. The candle making, honestly, like it kind of gave me manufactured teas a little bit. How did you feel about it? I mean, I guess we'll get to it, but like it kind of gave me just like manufactured. If that makes sense. Yeah,
she said.
But we'll get to it. Let's see. The lie and the lies. the lie and the lies in my candy voice. Yes. Um, his recap of what happened was so false. Dom actually came to resolve it.
Yeah.
Yes, that was crazy because he kind of showed up like you could tell that Wayne showed up ready to fight. And Dom showed up like, okay, like let's just figure this out because I'm over the situation.
Right.
So I don't know why Wayne showed up wanting to fight. It kind of seemed erratic and like out of the way. Like, why do you really want to fight this man? Like
drunk booze,
drunk bitch. My goodness. He was drunk as fuck. He did seem drunk, allegedly, but he did seem pretty drunk.
Gosh.
I don't know. That was his fault, but Wayne has no story without Kendra. I mean, I feel like if he really like worked to become his own person on the show, I feel like he has a chance to like tell his story without Kendra. Because I feel like Wayne, we don't know much about Wayne. Like we don't know Wayne at all. We only know him in relation to Kendra. So to me, it's just like if Kendra is gone, like Wayne, it's your time to like be yourself. Right. But like I said, like this whole episode is like people want to bring up Kendra, and it's like Wayne, you got to step out on your own and be your own person. Right. Like.
What's this like Wayne's third season, and we just found out that he has two kids.
He has two kids. My kids.
My goodness.
Jesus. He gotta be home with his kids, bro. Jesus. Wayne doesn't seem authentic. Now he has to stand on his own without Kendra. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the whole like from the first season I seen them both on, he was kind of giving like I'm a manager. I'm taking the back seat and I'm allowing Kendra to be the star. But now that she's gone, it's like now what you gonna get?
Right.
Like
what the hell we gonna do now?
What the hell they gonna do now, child? Shout out to Little Women Atlanta and Miss Juicy Baby. Shout out to the icon. Yes, shout out to Dom. I was in the episode 2 minutes and my name was mentioned every scene, but I'm the one with the no storyline. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are using others for their story, but I don't know. I feel like to me, if you don't bring anything in terms of like something that's improving your career, then I feel like the drama is kind of like a storyline for you, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like if you're not like Jay, for instance, like if Jay got some drama, like I wouldn't mind it because he brought his fashion. Right. He brought sponsored by Chanel, baby. He brought sponsored by Chanel. So that's pretty big. So like if he wants to get into some drama, like that's fine. But like I feel like I need people on the show to like their main focus needs to be their career and their like moves. Yeah. And then like the drama can be like, okay, we got some free time. Let's be dramatic. Like but let us know what y'all think. And shout out to everybody that's here. Definitely leave a like. Definitely subscribe if you're
share if you can.
If you're living for us.
On this Saturday. Thank you for being here.
Yes. And shout out to us both being in person. Yes. Both being here together. You know, we normally do the show separately.
Yes, our first live review, I think in like 7 months.
Yes. My good girlfriend came to Chicago. And yes, here we are. Yes. But Will said Wayne is authentic. Wayne is as authentic as his hair. Ooh. Wayne hair sprayed on, and I know that. Ooh, my goodness. You know, I didn't even notice that. But that's
allegedly.
Trust me, Monique. My goodness.
Yeah. Allegedly, baby. Because we do not need no cease and desist over here. See, he spray painted his hair on. Goodness.
I don't know nothing about no spray. But yes. Did you have anything else to say about Rico and Wayne? No? Okay. So the next scene was Willa. Willa sitting down with a therapist, a pretty familiar therapist if you watch Chasing Reality stuff. But yeah, she sits down with a therapist and just talks about like her, you know, experiences in the past like year or two. And yeah, I thought this scene was really good. It was probably one of the stronger scenes of the episode. I just felt I just shout out to Willa for just being vulnerable and just like opening up and letting us know about a very, very dark part of her life. I feel like that's really hard for some people. especially on a show like this where like people are looking to read you and drag you,
Right.
and so I'm glad that she was comfortable enough to share that with
Hmm.
us. But yeah, how did you feel about that
I really
scene?
enjoyed this scene because she spoke about like not not learning or learning how to deal with her grief,
Yeah.
and like when she was grieving, like how she couldn't deal with it or how she didn't know how to deal with it. So I
Hmm.
think Willa last season and Willa this season there's like a 180. I
Yeah.
think, like I said earlier, like we said earlier in the earlier reviews, or I think it was the first episode review, that she's one of the people who did like some reflecting from last season,
Okay.
and I feel like she saw how she reacted on camera,
Right.
and she's doing like some growth, or she's growing, so she doesn't like come across as
Yes.
aggressive. And something else she said during this therapy session that really stuck with me is she said, "I'm opening myself up so I can explain to people why I react the way I do."
Hmm.
So like now, like last season, you saw me kind of like lashing out. This season, I'm more. I'm going to express why I'm upset instead of just yelling at you.
Right.
So I really, really love Willow for that. The fact that she was open or vulnerable enough to open up about her past and open up about one of her close friends' death.
Yeah.
Like I said, rest in peace to the girl D. Rashawn.
Yes.
But
Recipe CD
I
Rashad.
really like enjoyed the scene. Like this is the scenes that like if it's not work related, like a showcase or
Hmm.
performance or like a fashion show, like if this isn't like this type of content, no shade.
I want to see what's going
That's
on
for
in
it.
your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I
Um,
really enjoyed it.
I agree. Like, I really liked it. Just her being open and candid, her
Hmm.
speaking about Diva Shine, her speaking further about her relationship with Seven. I thought that was cool. I said the hospital situation was crazy, and
Hmm.
like completely understand why people have a fear of just like going to the
Hmm.
hospital, because like somebody can like fuck some shit up and then you're dead, or like you're severely injured, or it
Right.
impacts your life
Right.
greatly. So it's just like going to the hospital, you're really putting your life in these
Hmm.
nurses and like doctors' hands. So I fully understood that. Um, but yeah, I'm glad she's letting us know about the situation, giving us more context. I said she's dealing with shit just like everybody else. It seems like everybody's like living parallel lives,
Hmm.
but they don't want to like bond and like figure
Hmm.
out how we can like come together and
Right.
like give each other strength.
Hmm.
Like it's more so like let's just shade each other, and like I mean sometimes that's I understand that, but other times I feel like we could come together and be stronger,
Yeah,
if that makes
bond.
sense. Yeah. Um but yeah, I was wondering, like, I know like people call each other brother and sister on the show a lot, and I'm
Hmm.
just like, to me, it's like if you're gonna be my brother or my sister, like, where were you when I was like dying, like, or where were you
Right.
when I was like in the hospital? Like, I just
Right.
feel like that's why I'm not so quick to call somebody like my brother or my sister,
Right.
like, because I just feel like it's one of those things where. And let us know how y'all feel about that,
Hmm.
because like I know some people are like, oh, my brother, blah blah blah. I'm like,
Hmm.
nah. If you're not my blood brother, like, or like we haven't like like we haven't been through some
Right.
shit and like known each other for a very long time, like you're not my brother or my sister. It's not
I have this
happening.
theory that people who are always like my brother, my sister, that person is chaos. That person doesn't
Ooh,
know how
is
to
that the
really
type of
handle.
I don't like drama?
Yeah,
Okay,
but they're always in drama. Like I feel,
child.
yeah, the person that's always like, oh, that's my brother, my sister. Like I don't know. Like we'll get to it, but just the way some of these people,
Act.
yeah, call like the another cast member like their brother or sisters, but off camera, it's not like brother or sister love.
Right.
It's like,
I
who
can
was
see.
that bitch over there?
Right. I
So,
don't know that bitch. But Will said, I love Willa. Yes, I love Willa as well.
hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't really like a big fan of her last season, like towards the end.
Hmm.
But like now that I got more context and like what she's
Hmm.
been through, like I'm enjoying her now. I'm
Yeah,
understanding her now.
Willa this season
So
I feel like is a breath of fresh air.
right,
Like I
for
like that
sure.
she's kind of like taking a back seat to the drama. Also like that she hasn't made her issue with Seven her storyline.
True,
She
she
said,
could have did
yeah,
that.
we have
Yeah.
an issue, but I'm working on bettering myself, and
Right.
so I really love Willa for that.
And to me, I feel like that's kind of entertaining to watch, because like again, like we talk about like how like people we talk about like how drama and like fighting, like that's like the easy thing to go
Hmm.
to, but I feel like I also enjoy to see like just people like conquering their issues and like things that they need to overcome. So like I feel like that is something that I want to see because
Mhm.
that's something that everybody struggles
Right.
with. So I'm enjoying to see that. But shout out to Pickens Plays.
Yes, thank you for being here, Pick and Plays.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's here on this good Saturday
Yes,
night,
yes,
baby.
definitely leave a like if you're enjoying this live. We definitely have a special guest coming soon, later tonight, so be prepared for that. But Emmanuel said they use the term roasted so loosely because no shade. If you only around when things good, that's not your sis or friend. True, true, very true.
Willa said that, like, if you can't be my friend during the bad, how can
Yeah.
you be my friend when we're okay? So yeah,
I feel like all relationships require some level of sacrifice, not all the time, but at some extent. So like I feel like if you're struggling, like I feel like even if your dog is shitting everywhere and like you're just like working and all of that, like I feel like if you know your friend is where they are, like where Willa was, like I feel like you would extend a hand. Like,
I just always feel like nobody's ever too busy to pick up a phone. Just a simple text message,
a simple text,
a call. Hey, how you doing? You can leave a voice message.
Right.
Like people are on their phone all fucking day.
Right.
Whether it's work or just whatever. Like I don't ever feel like somebody's too busy to reach out. So
for sure.
Like I said last review, if you go 5 months without, and I know this isn't about, Willa and Drew's situation, but if you go 5 months without talking to me, especially when I'm going through what I'm going through, I just like grieving over the loss of a family member, and then like, one of my close friends just passes away, and then I'm having my own health scare.
Right, losing
like,
your job.
Yeah, like, I'm going through a lot, and you just abandon me. It's like, oh no, I see how you operate, so you can stay over there. But like I said, I think it's really big of Willa to open her arms to Drew again, or Seven again.
Does Seven give opportunities?
Very much so.
Okay.
And that's like,
I wasn't expecting you to answer.
Yeah, very much so. Like I had a conversation with I can't believe who I was talking to. My man. Oh, shout out to my man. Yeah. But yeah, Seven gives very much opportunist. Like, okay, we're friendly on camera, but I'm only friendly with you when I need something. No shade, so I need my hair done for a performance. Right. I'm gonna hit you up. Hey Jay, I need a fit for this performance.
So they're business acquaintances.
Yeah. Or not. Can't be business if you ain't paying. But I'm just saying.
Baby, I forgot that we were both on this. I would have exited out. I would have just left the whole chat.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
You can't be business if you're not paying.
Yeah, can't be business if you ain't paying. I'm sorry. We're not like bashing on Seven and Drew, but
no. But
yeah, I love Willa. I'm gonna just close my thoughts on that scene with that.
I do like Willa. I like her genuineness. I like her like ability to like want to do better for herself and get that help, because I know that that's really hard for some people. Seven, I don't fully hate Seven, but I mean I don't hate Seven at all, but like, I see the weird shit, but at the same time, like I know everybody's going through shit.
Yeah. So, also, one more note that I want to during the Cassadine and Wayne interview. I'm sorry, that's later in the season. That doesn't have anything to do with this thing. So I'm sorry, I'm getting my things mixed up. We can proceed forward.
Jumping ahead. But yeah. So next scene, and I just put this all together, was Jay's runway show in Chicago. I thought this was really nice. Especially somebody who lives and has lived in Chicago for like years. I enjoyed like seeing like them come to Chicago. I also just like to see like fashion and runway and just work, like work. But yes, he was working. Like he was giving garments. He was giving sponsored by Chanel. That should have been the name of this episode. Sponsored by Chanel.
Sponsored by Chanel, baby.
You sponsored by Chanel.
Not so many people can say that.
Listen, not too many people can say that for sure. So, yeah, I just really enjoyed the scene. I liked him talking to his family, him working hard, him being, encouraged by Tonka and Cassadine. I thought that was really great. But yeah, I love to see the girls get recognized. And so we kind of, Tonka and Rico meet with Jay, and they ask about like the boyfriend, because I guess he was with this guy, and so Jay said he don't know where he is, and I said he's probably with his kid, because he had 5 of them. No shade, but You know he had 5 of them, so I'm like, he probably somewhere with his kids, taking care of his kids. And I said, grand opening, grand closing, child. It is what it is.
Yam
I
Killer.
can't even.
No, that's no shade to Jay, because Jay did his big one this episode.
Not Yam Killer, my goodness.
It's them actually searching for the page while Jay is at the sewing machine making these garments for this fashion show. I said, you bitches ain't got no sympathy.
You bitches have no class. Okay? How dare you? Anyway, but yes. But Jay talked about how like he he works really hard and he like is kind of like he has a poor work-life balance, I guess. He like just wants to work. And I feel like, there's nothing wrong with working hard. Of course, everybody should, people, you want to work hard if you want to get somewhere.
Right.
But I just feel like there's always time for a break, of course. But I definitely felt him when he said like, certain types of work relax him. I understand that, because if you have a strong passion for something, like engaging in it and doing it will relax you. I think. But yeah, what did you think of this scene?
I thought it was cool that they Tonka and Kasanan came in Chicago to support Jay. I also really thought it was dope to see Jay's grandfather and his mother support him. It's not really like a barrier there because of, his lifestyle.
Right.
So I thought that it was cool. Like, it was good to see support, especially, I guess, since he's going through it with, Mormon, aka Yam Killer.
My goodness.
Not being shady, but yeah, I did like the scene. It's always good to see like support, or the cast be supported, or have some type of support system when they like are in their craft, or just any type of even if it doesn't involve like a show or like work, just to have a support system.
Right.
It's always nice to see. So I like this scene. I dug it.
Definitely good to see like people be supported by like members of the cast and just like having something to show. I think is also dope. But this scene was definitely a key for me. First of all, the whole Yam Killer thing took me out.
Yam Killer. Now I wonder if it's Killer with ER or just the A.
I'm not gonna lie. If I engaged in that type of content creation, I would also have Killer at the last at the end of my name. It would be something Killer. So shout out to that. But I screamed when Rico said, I got Sheen on. Not Sheen. My goodness. I said not even an ASOS tee. Jesus. Not even a ASOS, H&M, an Urban Outfitters, Express. I'm here for it though. It looked good. So shout out to Sheen for giving him that fit. But I also screamed when they got relocated to the nosebleed. And something's telling me that production knew that they ass wasn't supposed to be where they was. And so the people from Chanel came through like, are you in the right spot? Cause
baby, ain't no winter. It's supposed to be you don't look like in the winter.
Okay. Naomi Campbell's supposed to be sitting here. Child.
Yes, I died when Rico said they got moved to the goddamn nosebleeds. And then when Tonka said the Missy Elliott dancers came through, pop walking in
my God.
section, I was dying. Like,
he was giving mild irritation. Like,
he was over it. And then Cassidy said they took their Chanel bags back.
Not snatching the Chanel. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
That's offensive. They didn't have to snatch the Chanel bags. Child.
Oh my goodness.
But what did you think of the collection?
I thought it was nice. I always said that Jay is like, I like his style, I like his work, especially like the fashion show he did last season. I really like his pieces. It's always like classy, sensual.
Yeah.
They look expensive. Like, just the detail that he puts into his work. Like, you can tell he takes his craft seriously. So I like the pieces. I really do. Jay is really talented.
I also like the pieces. I think his clothes, I feel like I could see him on Project Runway because I've been binge watching that. So like on my Heidi Klum shit, I was here for it. But like, I wish the clothes were a little more. I'm not really a big fan of like patterns.
Okay.
Like, I like just solid, fabric, solid colors. But he made those patterns look good. It was definitely giving rich bitch cheese. Like it's giving I'm getting flued out to an island. So I was here for it. Most definitely. Um I do wish it was more cohesive though, because it kind of seemed a little, but it was kind of given, I guess, like earthy, like walk in the park. So like there was like some animal print. I think there was some like brown. There was green.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. But I said that the people at the runway event was giving who left the door open when it came to Tonka and Rico No Shade. Who left the door open? Like, baby, this is not what we signed up for. But I also thought it was hilarious that they said that Jane made their outfits. And no shade, but if I was y'all, would be like, Tonka, I ain't make your fucking outfit. No shade. Baby showed up looking like them damn bumper cars at a local carnival. You know them damn bumper cars, the like bright, like yes, that's what it was. Like I was like, oh, I wouldn't have claimed that, but it is what it is. But yes, Spicy Original said Rico is hilarious in those confessionals. Yes, Rico is definitely giving it all he's got, and I'm here for it. He's definitely a star.
Yeah, Rico has always been entertaining. He was from like Web Life to oh my gosh, I'm thinking of Web Life when he read Tony G.
Yes.
Tony G came to that pool party with them. He was out in Castle, and I was like, well, Siska break that. I said, my goodness.
Who had the Timbs on though?
That was Carl. At the pool party with them Timbs on. I said, that's very New York.
Ready to stump a bitch out. Emmanuel said, one thing about Jay he's going to create some garment very true to the term chasing. Yes, I also agree, Emmanuel. I feel like he's definitely giving Ariel tea. Shout out to Ariel O'Hara, Barbie Bankrolls. Just very like good at creating shit and very, just very good at creating shit. Like I'm here for it. But yeah, to move on to the next scene, Tony and I titled this Tony and the Powerpuff Girls. Tony meets up with her children, her godchildren, her old children. I don't know, no shade, but this conversation was confusing me because apparently they were her kids, but then she gave them up for adoption, and then they became her god kids. But then one of them wasn't her god kid, and then he had to ask to be her god kid again. I don't know. It was a lot. So I don't know exactly what was going on, but I was here for the scene and to see ballroom culture. I said Tony is a key. I love her energy. I think she's very fun, very chill, but also giving like a hard worker from what she's given us and told us. I also said it's funny how people be mothering people that are 2 years younger than them. They didn't seem that much younger, that much older than her or younger than her, so I don't understand. It's just interesting how it's like that's your mother, but she's like 2 years older than you.
Right.
But yeah,
that's always fascinating to me. Like, oh, I'm a gay parent, but my child is like 6 months younger than me.
Yeah, I'm like, you found the ropes. You learned the ropes quicker than they did, like within that much time. Okay. But yeah, I said, yeah, I'm just glad to see the scene. It was a cute scene, very quick scene, not really nothing crazy. But definitely feel free to comment if you have something to say about it. We'll go back and highlight it.
Yes, I will say Tony looks gorgeous without makeup.
Yeah, for naturally,
sure. Beautiful.
That P Valley glove. Showed up in that P Valley fit. I said, okay, Miss Mamas, you want P Valley? Had the hat and the shirt. I said, okay, I'm here for it. But then we see a scene where Wayne the Pain and We Were Born were flew to Houston to basically perform. They got a contract booking, which I thought was cute. And they basically like perform, and then they kind of just talk about like what's going on in the group. I said, yes, them getting flued out for business purposes. Shout out to that.
Oh no, PJ. I wonder if they
Oh no,
killed
PJ.
PJ.
I don't think it was giving PJ.
Okay.
I don't think it was giving PJ. I'm not gonna lie, but I said shout out to We Were Born, who were dressed like extras in a Resident Evil movie. Baby, they was dressed like, what's her name? A girl.
The girl Alice.
The girl Alice. Definitely dressed like the girl Alice in a Resident Evil movie. I was like, are y'all about to kill zombies? What's going on? But they look good.
Active. Yeah, they did look good.
Yes. And then this is where I said Wayne the Pain, like they talk about Kendra, but like I said, Wayne the Pain, like I feel like he at this point, like if she's gone, like you need to be your own person. And I get it, like she just left, but at the same time, like I feel like he doesn't really have an identity outside of Kendra, and I feel like that's up to him to create.
Right.
You know, if you want to be on this show, because if you just came on to be her manager, then it is what it is. But if you want to be a part of this show as an artist, like you need to make it work for yourself.
Right. So speaking of that, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
I did want to speak about this sit down. So Wayne mentioned that I guess Seven sent him a message like, "Oh, drop your Addy," and I was like,
"Send me your location."
Yeah, send me your location. I'm like, Seven, what the fuck is you gonna do? First of all, number two, why do you feel the need to attach yourself to a beat that has nothing to do with you? Like this is why I kind of feel like Seven is an opportunist because you threatening Wayne, but Willa was like on her deathbed, and where were you for Willa? Like you're so interested to defend Dom on something that has nothing to do with you, but your friend was literally needing you,
right?
And you just kind of fell through. So it's kind of weird how Seven is like, oh, bitch, you know, send your location. You fought my brother, but Willa literally needed you, and you just kind of abandoned her. So it's funny to see how people kind of not pick and choose their battles because it's not a battle, but just pick and choose how they move with their friends.
I wonder if that's something that's happening because the cameras are rolling, and the cameras weren't rolling when apparently they weren't rolling when Willa was going through what she was going through. And no shade, I don't want to like bully or harp on Seven, but I just feel like, is that it? Like the cameras weren't rolling. And now they are, and now you give a fuck. Now you trying to give me your location, blah, blah, blah. But when the cameras weren't rolling and your friend was in need, and you ain't need to fight a bitch, now you know where to be found. Facts. So that's an interesting perspective for sure. But yeah, I also said the send me your location comment was so corny to me. Like I'm just like, girl, like bye. Like, you're not about to fight Wayne. Right. Like, it's just not about to happen. No. Like it's not gonna happen. So I'm also just not here for, like, don't get me wrong, like defend yourself no matter what, but I'm not here for like women, whether you're cisgendered or you're trans. Like I'm not here for like, and don't get me wrong, like of course you have to defend yourself, but like I'm not here for like women who like antagonize men to fight, and then when they like fight, it's like, oh, like it's like I'm a woman, and it's like you are a woman, but like you antagonized this fight with this man. Like, don't do that. Like, this was not about you. He wasn't coming for you. So why would you say that? Like, now if he fights you, like he would be wrong still, but at the same time, you said send me your location. So don't get what you're asking for. Is essentially what I'm saying. So let me know how y'all feel about that. How do you feel about that?
The same way you feel.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't have any. I guess Dom's beef with Wayne doesn't have anything to do with Seven. Like that's the issue between like two grown men. Yeah. Like you're a woman. Like
I feel like she should have. Right. I feel like she should have went with the whole like let's try to figure this out tease. Rico Cassadine tease.
Yeah, let's squash it.
Yeah, versus like send me your location, because then that's giving like, okay, well, bitch, when I see you, it's on.
Right.
And that shouldn't be the case because again, you're a woman. Right. He's a man. So like that's that's inappropriate. But yeah, I just thought that was corny just in general, because like again, like Seven doesn't even get fighter. Like she doesn't give like she's about to rumble with you at the fucking in the parking lot. Like it's not giving that. So yeah, I was just thrown by that. But then Oliver decides to have a candle get together. It's like a candle making session. I wasn't able to catch the name of the candle company collaborated with. It was Soul Something Candle, I
Okay.
think. But basically, making candles, which is something that I think I would like to do because I love scents. I love to smell good and smelling good in my apartment. But yeah, I thought that this scene was interesting. I have some thoughts, but before I get into that, how did you feel about this scene? Just general thoughts.
I was kind of looking forward to just like the group meeting up, having an activity to kind of hang out over, but then the drama, like the he say she say, came up, and then I lost interest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, excuse me, don't get me wrong, I like chasing,
Yeah,
and I like all the different shows across like the different platforms, but
right.
I just can only take so much regurgitated information.
Yeah,
Because this is episode 3, and that's like, oh, well, King Kane said, oh, Dom, you were talking about Shorty, Shorty was talking about Dom. And it's like, well, I don't really care because I wasn't there,
right,
and the cameras weren't rolling. Let's just make some fucking candles and get this shit over with.
right.
No shade.
That part. My goodness. And shout out to Trey Carter for being here.
Yes. Thanks for everybody.
The
that's
boys
here.
are together. Let me highlight a couple comments because we together. Yes, we in the building together.
Yes.
In the good city of Chicago, the chilly city of Chicago.
Windy city, Chicago. Baby.
Yes. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's here, and yes, we together, giving that vibe. But yes, Pickens places when they were at Ike Party. Are you saying it's giving the same vibe as this was given? I wouldn't say it's the exact same because they like kind of flipped out at Ike Party. Yeah. Like Willa was going hard.
Somebody's Nissan got hit.
Child, a Nissan. My goodness, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like the energy at Ike's party was a little bit different then, because this was kind of more contained.
Yeah,
it wasn't as hostile. It wasn't as explosive as Ike's event.
Mm-hmm. No, Trey Carter, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Yes, whether late or
thank you for everybody. Yes. Also, again, shout out to the people that are the replay game.
Yes,
shout out to the people that are gonna watch
that will watch
this
on the
replay.
Yes. Definitely.
Playback game. That's what they are. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of playback game. Thank you.
Watch it back. Yes, I know I will be. But Trey Carter said I would have been irritated with them speaking all that negativity over my candle. Right. Yes. I need positivity. I need love and just affirmation over my shit. I don't need y'all petty beef.
Listen, they light that candle, and the first thing is the smoke gonna be black as hell.
Yes, it's gonna smell like it's gonna smell like earring bags. I don't know. It's gonna stink because that energy is stank. So, but yes. So I said Oliver is giving influencer vibes, which I'm here for, but we don't really get a big look into that. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of marketing and consulting for a lot of different companies, it seems like, but we don't really get to see that. But yeah, I thought that was cool that he's grown so much from the first season that I saw him on. I said also Taka and Tony are a breath of fresh air. They're just funny and cool and interesting, and I enjoy that. Let us know how y'all feel about Tonka and Tony. Tonka truck, baby. Yes, mowing down the girls.
Right. I live for Tonka.
It's giving like, bitch, don't say shit to me because I'll mow your ass down like a Tonka truck. So
literally.
I'm here for Tonka.
Your ass, baby.
Yes. And I'm also here for Tony, no doubt. I said Kane walked in because I gotta give commentary on a look. I said Kane walked in giving Mother Russia. Mother Russia. I said, we support Russia right now?
You get that damn hair wrap on.
And then somebody said, what is that, bootleg Vintage Gucci or something?
Knock off Vintage Louis, baby.
Jesus. I said, not this scarf tied around your neck. Like, you are a Russian grandmother selling fucking potatoes on the side of the road. Like,
he should have came in with a heavy ass winter coat.
He should.
That would have completely.
He should have, in a thick ass Russian accent. A thick ass Russian accent. Baby came in looking like little orphan Annie. I said, what is going on? I love to experiment with my fashion, but this was not it. No shade. Um, this is no shade. Also, shout out to Tonka, who clearly sees it for Kane. And I said, Tonka, if you want to ride that face, baby girl, go ahead. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. Okay, ride that face. If that man dies, flawless victory. Okay, flawless victory.
Baby, not death by auto asphyxiation.
Listen,
My goodness.
if he dies, he died. What they say, he died doing something he loved. Okay.
My
Don't
goodness.
get up. Don't be afraid to get up and ride that man, because you know they both. You know, I feel like Kane is very skinny, and then Tonka, you know, it gives body. So I would live for that situation. I don't think I would watch that video, but I would live for that situation. No doubt. No doubt. I'm here for it.
I'm sorry, I need to get my shit together.
But so they kind of talk about like what has been happening in the whole, you know, what's been happening in the group lately. Mm-hmm. They talk about the fight between Wayne and Dom, of course. And I said, not Tony acting appalled that they fought, but then asking who won. I said, you messy Miss Mamas. Appalled about the fight, but asking who won. Like, I wouldn't care who won if I was that offended by the fight. But okay, Tony, we gonna let you live.
Oh my gosh.
And then they're talking about the fight, and then I guess Kane, like the situation wasn't about Kane, so I feel like Kane felt like, okay, the attention's not on me, so I need to maneuver, or I need to like get the attention on me, or I guess, because he was like, that was in the past, we need to move forward. I'm like, it just happened. How we move past the fight that just happened? Like, I don't know, but you want to talk about some tweet drama?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be irritated by the drama as well, but like you putting yourself in the drama, so it's just like, you know, it is what it is. I said Taka was stirring the hell out of that drink during that them talking about the fight, stirring the hell out of that tea. I said yes, Taka, because I'm just like, what's going on? But yes, I said, okay, so basically they talk about Troy and Dom and how they like are no longer as close as they used to be. And I said, I mean, they were both mean girls, so it's only a matter of time before they turned on each other, to be honest. It's almost like how you become friends with somebody or meet somebody and they talking shit about somebody else. It's like they're bound to talk shit about you too. Like it is what it is. Like it's gonna happen. So I feel like it's the same shit, to be honest. But what were your thoughts?
Baby, I checked out.
You checked out?
Yeah, it was just like I said, I was here for the scene and like them making candles and having an activity to bond over.
Yeah.
But I was over the drama.
My goodness. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, the drama was kind of still, to be honest, because I felt like Kane was kind of making something out of nothing. I feel like he was trying to create a storyline, and it was just like not giving. Like I said, this tween drama was doing too much for me. Like I was just kind of like, what's going on? And y'all know when I don't understand some shit. Did y'all have?
That's what it's giving.
Like, did y'all have? What's going on? Because I don't understand what's going on. I feel like Kane is trying to insert himself between the beef between Dom and Troy, and let them work that out. They two grown men. Let them work that out. But
I wonder if AT ever got up with Tag, because you know he was trying to get up with Tag last season.
Who?
AT, Aaron Lexian's on my weakness Thomas. No, he's trying to get up with Tag, so I wonder if that ever happened.
He couldn't afford Tag. And that's just that's the God honest truth, to be honest. Could not afford Tag. But yes, that was the last scene of the episode. I said that yeah, I can't get into this twink drama. I need them to take that somewhere else. And then I said this drama is forced between Kane, Troy, and Dom. It just seems forced to me, and I don't really care about it. So please move along. No shade. Exit. Exit. Like But let us know how y'all feel. For sure. Pick and Sway said Oliver being intentionally messy. Child, yes. A day that ends in Y, child. A day that ends in Y. Like, but I do live for Oliver because he does take like the issues that people have and put them out for them to solve. But he is always so quick to just be like, y'all got an issue. And it's like, bitch, you have issues too, but you don't want to talk about them.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Twist was busy raising that grown man. Well, that was last season, so.
Child, not raising a grown man.
Well, we could have been raising.
And Jay almost followed in his footsteps. My goodness. Anyway.
I was tough like, damn, killer. My goodness.
Terrible. I wanted to know him biblically. My goodness. Biblically. Not biblically. Jesus. That's
my goodness.
That's something. That's definitely something. But yes, thank y'all all for, coming for the review portion of this episode. But we definitely have a guest coming, so definitely feel free to stick around. We're gonna talk about the episode. Yeah, if you want to just kind of highlight some comments and kind of talk while I get this set up.
Yes. Well, the carry is taking over. My goodness.
Yes, child, the carry on a good Saturday.
Yes, on this good Saturday.
Yes.
So I guess just who do you guys think we have lined up for this very special interview? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, what's the email? You can type it.
Oh, yeah.
What we sipping on tonight? That's a good question. Pickens plays. We're both sipping on some vodka, some Absolute. We got to support the gays.
Wait.
So
Absolute is vodka?
Yeah, true.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
But yes, we're sipping on Absolute vodka. What are y'all sipping on this good Saturday?
Where's your Instagram at?
Let's see. It should be. Oh damn. Do you want to Google it or like look it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Are you connected to?
Oh shit.
Oh, good. Okay, got it.
But yes. Who said that? Trey Carter, not Dwight Howard. My goodness. We're not gonna talk about that. Actually, we do you have any thoughts on Dwight Howard while we're getting set up for our guests?
I heard he was being accused of, I guess, assault or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, the girls would do anything for a DL man, but it is what it is.
Oh, here you go.
Let's see.
But
and I'm not trying to victim blame. I'm not blaming him for what happened. Like Dwight Howard is.
Well, I did hear that.
If that's what happened, but
Royce did say that he.
Child,
you turning up.
I forgot Royce was his baby mama.
So many baby mamas. Now, let me ask y'all, would y'all rather have NBA YoungBoy as a baby daddy or Dwight Howard as a baby father?
That is a very interesting
Let us know in the comments. Who would you rather have as a baby father? NBA YoungBoy or Dwight Howard?
Jesus. That's a lot.
It's a rose day for me. Okay. I don't even drink rose, but
okay, I need to get into rose. For sure.
Damon was tossing back them damn mimosas, baby.
You know what? You ain't gotta come for me. That's it was bottom.
Finish off that damn bottle.
It was bottom.
Hey, baby, my.
So I had to show them what I was working with.
Yes, I'm having some treat and been drinking margaritas. Okay, Pickens.
Margaritas, yes.
I ain't mad at that.
Here for a margarita.
Okay. Love a good beverage. We love a good mixed drink. Rose is what, champagne or is that wine?
That is wine. Type of wine.
Okay.
But yes.
Is it like red wine or?
I don't know. I think it's maybe white wine or more like on that side, I guess. But
Yes. Anybody out there who's sipping on some tequila? I don't drink tequila per se. That's not my drink. But shout out to anybody who could stomach tequila, be taking shots of tequila, because I am not.
oh, you're
Crown
not over your
Royal?
tequila?
No, I would never. And I
Child.
know you set me up with that damn Crown Royal shot, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. But
I did set him up with a little Crown Royal, baby. Um, but yes, yeah. How do y'all feel about this season so far? How do y'all feel about this being the last season of Chasing? That's kind of crazy to me. Chasing Atlanta, anyway. Um, I feel like that's kind of unfortunate, but
I wonder if Chasing New York is going to.
that would be nice. What city would y'all like a Chasing to be in? To be honest, um, we got to get you some tequila, child. Not picking talking about tequila.
No, thank you. Tequila is what
Tequila, I do like tequila. What tequila are y'all into? I'm into Don Wine. I'm into Casamigos. I'm into Hornitos. Um, those are some good ones. Um, but let's see. Especially Original said, at least the whitest handsome young NBA boy doesn't even have that going for him. My goodness, you're right. You are absolutely right. I guess I'll go with Dwight.
Shout out to that, baby. Shout out to that.
And shout out to our guest that is here.
Yes.
Let's see. Hey
Yes.
Rico.
Cassadine is
Oh,
in the
take the
building.
finger.
Yes, yes.
I was going back and back and back. I'm like, did I get the email yet?
Yes.
And so thank you for joining us
Yes,
on
thank you
this
so much
on
for
this
joining
Saturday,
us.
Mr.
Yes.
Cassadine. Yes.
How are you
What's
doing
going on?
tonight?
I'm blessed and highly flavored. I feel like I look blurry. Do I look okay?
No, you
No,
look
you look
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yes. With the brick brack, the background, I'm here for it.
Hey,
Yes.
are you blonde now? Come through, okay? See, I kind of want to go blonde again.
I'm here for it.
Not like platinum blonde, but you look good with blonde hair, Rico. Okay,
Yes,
come through,
come on,
baby.
blonde.
Yes.
Blondie, baby. But
So,
yes.
David, do you want to start off the?
Yeah, I want to start it off. I just
Yes.
want to say, like, I love like starting off stuff by like just giving people their flowers and how I feel about them. But yes, I've been enjoying you on this season, and I enjoyed you on Web Life. I'm so glad that you were able to like be on this show as well, just because like I really enjoyed you on Web Life, and you just had really good energy, and you just seem to be like very like naturally funny and like interesting. So like I gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
Like so yeah. How has your experience on Chasing Atlanta been so far? How would you like sum it up?
Atlanta is stressful.
Okay.
It's because contrary to popular belief, people think that we be producing this and putting this together and putting on for the camera. No, life be life and for real. Like
Okay.
I'm telling y'all, the shit y'all be thinking this shit can't be real. When it's happening to us, we saying this shit can't be real.
I feel like it would be like surreal to like see this shit like in person. Like this is some other shit. Like this is some TV shit.
Y'all getting a condensed like 6 minute version. Like some of these scenes be lasting for like hours. Like that conversation with me and Wayne was so much long. We were there for like a good hour. The Kendra situation, it was so much more that went on that y'all didn't get to see before my mom hugging her. Like we had to take her from outside, bring her inside. She was cutting up in the living room. She was cutting up in the dining room.
Jeez.
Corner. It was like y'all just getting this little 6 second, but baby, in real life, it be life, man.
Ooh. So what was she just going off about the situation with Dom?
No, it was more so you could tell it was a mixed up a lot of stuff. Like it just
Okay.
Dominique. Dominique was just the tipping point because he was there, but it
Okay.
was Dominique kicked it off and everything else came out.
Got you.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you feel like speaking of Kendra, how do you feel about her decision to leave the show?
I mean, she did what was best for her at that time. But like I always say, y'all gotta take,
Period.
the shit be cut. 1 minute is this way, next minute is that way, baby. And we still watching it go, this shit really happened like this.
Right. Damn. Oh my god.
It is. So Rico, I wanted to ask, like, which season of like Chasing Atlanta did you find like more kind of like difficult to film? Like season 5 or season 6?
Season 6.
Ooh.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
on episode 3, it is so y'all. Some of y'all know what went on this summer with me. Let's not even act like it ain't happened. Like I said, life be life, and it just so happened that the cameras caught it at that time in my life. So this was my hardest year of my whole entire life, and it's completely filmed.
Mm. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Like, how do you feel about that right now? That is captured, for people to see
I
and for
lived,
you to play back.
I lived it. Like I already been there, done that, got that t-shirt.
Okay.
I'm coming over the hill. Y'all
Period.
see that when I start rolling up that bitch. I'm
Mhm.
over it now. But to see where I came from and to see where I am now, I can see the growth in a lot of things that I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to go, how looking back at how stuff was triggering and how I noticed what triggers were there. Like just yeah. Y'all gotta
Mm.
watch. Trust me, it's a lot more to go. Come. Y'all
Ah,
gonna I, like I put my real life on this show this season.
mm-hmm.
So y'all gonna get to see the funny Rico with get starting getting everything, and then y'all gonna watch Rico lose it and see what happens.
Okay. So like I feel like right now you're kind of giving like your fan favorite right now, at least for me. Like, do you think by like without giving too much, like by the end of the season, do you think you'll still be a fan favorite?
I think y'all will fall in love with me. Like
Okay.
I,
Period. Okay.
I'm hoping by the end of the season, people will understand a lot more about why Rico goes live and why
Mhm.
so protective of him, of what people say about him, and it's not being sensitive, it's being protective of who I am. um,
Right.
I feel like y'all gonna get to see a lot all of me basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all gonna see every emotion from me this season.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay. We love to see the versatility. If you will.
You should.
We love to see it. But kind of going back into like last season, like you made a big splash last season, a big spray, if you will. Um can you can you talk about some of the emotions that kind of led you to kind of like mace the crowd, like leave that impact?
I gave that boy every opportunity to just apologize and walk away.
Okay.
Wanted to keep playing. And bitch, I was at the time, yeah, I've lost weight recently, but at the time, I was heavy, heavy. So, bitch, when I rushed you and got my one in and bust your lip, that was all. I had 2 minutes and 52 seconds to whoop your ass and get you down.
Ooh.
Anything after that, 2 minutes and 52 seconds, I'm tired. I got asthma. So you was hot up and you wanted to play a ninja and you wanted to Kawasaki through the air. Please do not get mad how I'm telling this story.
I can't.
You wanted to Kawasaki through the air, bitch. I ain't got time for you to want to be airbender, chain, uh, last airbender of the wind tribe, bitch. Bitch, I want to go home and I'm tired. You done got me out my fur. Bitch, sit down. All y'all got my face.
When I tell you, like, we say to each other all the time, like, I'm sorry, and Dario. Like, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Dario.
And it's fucked up,
Oh
but
my
yeah,
god.
at least once a
It's
week,
fucked up, but
like
it is
we
so
find ourselves. It's
relatable.
so sorry, Dario.
No,
My
I'm
goodness.
Like, wow. That was like a whole, like, that's what I was like, damn, like, Rico's gonna be here to stay. Like, because that was like, I feel like one of the biggest moments
Yeah,
from that season. Like,
yeah.
that was crazy.
Took off on your boss and the cast and your
Right?
coworkers, baby.
Yes. And then, like,
everybody can get it.
you said everybody. I'm doing everybody right now.
I'm ready.
I being like talking to like Dom, and I guess like kind of like more so being cool with Dom now. Like, can you talk a little bit more about how like you kind of got to that space with him, like going? Because I feel like a lot of people, like, it's hard for them to like fight with somebody and then like find common ground. It's always beef. So like, how did you come to that with Dom?
Okay, so like I stated, having a boyfriend really helped me a lot in because me and my boyfriend met last year around November, October, November.
Okay.
And we dated all like we didn't make say anything until January when we had when I filmed and he was there. But he had a lot of insight on just trauma and therapy. He's in therapy. He's the one who suggested that maybe I should look into therapy. And he was giving me little coaching tools that he was saying. And one of the things he told me was, people act their age when they're mad, like the age they were hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having a conversation with your best friend and it's about something that really is important to you and you feel like it's being dismissive, you turn into the like 3-year-old that your mama just ignored you when something important was to you and that
Right.
hurt your and you never let that go.
Wow.
And I had to learn that sometimes things can be out of control. And I didn't want to be looked at as a person who was someone you couldn't work with or that foreshadowing. But that's neither. I didn't want to be that person. So I reached out to Dom and I was like, I know I did some childish fucked up shit and that was fucked up of me. But I really did mean everything I did say at the cabins and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to say, hey, I don't want to go into this year with us having to feel like we gotta look over each other's shoulder every time we together.
Right.
That's not what time I'm on. I'm trying to change myself and change my image. But that's how that conversation kicked off. And then once we had that brief little, hey, I just want us to have a little sit down and talk. The sit down and talk was, ended up filming because we filmed. We weren't officially signed to start filming in January. That's where people get the timelines confused. Y'all think just because y'all saw us in January, we weren't filming in January. Everybody was asked to come do that. Nobody got in contracts or nothing. So everybody was there not knowing if we were coming back or not. We didn't start filming until 3 months later. That's when we fixed
Interesting.
cast.
So what was the scene that y'all shot when you before y'all had signed the contracts?
That was that concert. It was Royal Couch. He threw a
Okay.
concert in Atlanta and invited all of the Atlanta artists to come perform. And
Oh,
it just so
okay.
happened everybody was going to be there. Rico with a K was actually supposed to be there, but he didn't make it. Um, so yeah, everybody was asked to come to that.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay. So like going there, like how did you feel? Did you feel like you would be casted again? I feel like you were gonna be, but like did you feel like you would be casted again? Or like how did you feel? Was that
I
weird or
much an idea that I was hoping that I would be. I had already started making business moves and deals and things like that I would have loved to bring to the forefront. So I already had stuff in motion and I was excited for that moment, because it was like even if I didn't come back, I had that moment where I was with everybody and it's gonna be used.
Right.
So I was hoping, but we didn't know anything.
Okay. Interesting. In limbo. So like this being like chasing forever, like kind of the last season of Atlanta, like where do you hope to go? Do you hope to stay in like the reality TV sector, or like are you gonna just focus on music? Like how are you gonna pivot from
I
that?
I actually am working on a project right now, and some of it later on.
Okay.
Um, since the breakup, I've been really working and focusing on music stuff like that.
Hmm.
So, um, you'll see music. So I don't know. I'm hoping to maybe there's something else coming because we don't know what's after this.
Hmm.
I would love to stay in the chasing reality world, but music is where I'm focusing on right now.
Okay.
Okay.
And I love that you are like stepping into like scripted content. Like I love that. Like working with A Connection TV. Like I think that that's like dope because like there's a lot of reality TV, but like there's not as much like scripted stuff. So like I'm excited that you putting that
Yeah,
pen to paper.
Yeah.
Like
shout out to the deception. Unfortunately, I'm no longer working with them, but I do still support them, and I heard that they are in the process of being confirmed for season 2. So I am excited that something that I helped bring to life is flourishing and doing very well. So I'm so excited about that. Now, shout out to them, and make sure y'all go watch the show. Subscribe to ACTV.
hey, yes, that definitely takes like a big person. Would you ever like create your own like another web series like on your own?
You never know. If I can meet with the right people and get the right people to work with, and actually work with some people that actually take me serious and will listen to me and make sure that things are a team effort, then yeah, definitely would do it again because I have plenty of ideas.
Hmm. Right.
Okay. So Rico, I wanted to ask, like, you living in Atlanta, like, if you in like the current day, it's like you today, if you can go back to like 18,
I
19,
like this
20
real
year old
quick.
Rico, what would you say to your teenage self?
Bitch, motherfucker, do what you want to do, live your life. You are a natural performer. Do not think that you have to sit here and waste your life doing boring, basic shit. Like, you're not boring or basic at
Mhm.
all. You're a handsome young man. You just, lay off the salt a little bit, and
Lay off the
um, you are a very handsome young man, can accomplish shit that you don't even believe that you can do. Cause
Mm.
like I didn't even know I could do music. I just so happened to self teach myself how to rap.
That's
Okay.
real though. I feel like a lot of people like don't know that they can do something until
Mhm.
they just like step out on a whim and do it, and it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I did that. So
Yes.
I'm here for that advice, no doubt.
Can you
But
see like a change in Atlanta from like when you were early 20s to like now?
You don't even have to finish that statement. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Baby, I was telling one of my friends yesterday that Atlanta is so different. Like there was something to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for every LGBT straight. Every club had a gay night, straight night, whatever, whatever. And then the gay clubs had the gay nights, and it was just like this club Cream was the club that you go to get dressed for. Marquette was where you go when you wanted to be ratchet and hood. Bulldogs was never in the equation, unless you want to go get a daddy or get you some old man that's gonna buy you drinks all night.
Oh.
Chaparral went on Wednesdays when you wanted to be cut and you wanted to vogue and you wanted to shake your ass.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then you go on Sunday when you wanted to be Trey, because I would go on Wednesday to shake my ass and then go be butch and go buy me some a t-shirt and some sweatpants and a
Come
kid.
on, Diva and the gangster. Come on, Diva. Yes. I'm here for it. I love this whole rundown too.
Yes. What do you think like created that I guess where you can go out and have fun to now where it's like you go out and there could be like a fight? Do you think it's like trap music, or is it like just the younger generation just being more reckless?
I just think that's the time we in. It's the time we in. I mean, let's not, baby. Back in my day, it was worse. Bitches was bringing knives. I remember one pride bitch on a Sunday. We was at the park. A hoe pulled out a hatchet and was chasing a hoe.
Not a hatchet.
My goodness.
Not American Psycho tease. My goodness.
The girl who they thought was Megan Thee Stallion still in the Rolex, that was her. But
Wow.
right, that was her. But it's no different than what it used to be, because on Sundays back in the summertime, back when I was in my 20s, bitch, and on Sundays we would all meet at the park, and if you had a squabble with somebody, you settled it at the park, baby. Everybody came to the park to fight on Sunday. But we wait, and then I mean, if we got it in at the club, we got it in at the club. But bitch, everybody know I'm gonna see you Sunday. All that shit you was talking, I'll meet you in the front of the park.
Me walking down the street like, oh, Sunday. Sunday, I would be there. Like,
unless you wanted to have a good time. I mean, how it go was Piedmont, it'll be like early, like around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, all the boys will come out, everybody will come out, be flirting, doing their little thing. Around 6 o'clock, when the sun started going down, that's when everybody started wanting to swing and fight. And bitch, I heard you said such and such at Cream. I heard you said such and such at 708. Bitch, you got a problem with me, bitch. What's up? Run me my fade. Let's get it. Let's go. Right here. Bitch, them were the days.
Child. You would think when the sun went down, people would be doing something else. If you know what I mean.
I didn't know that about that until later on.
Oh, that was after the fact. Okay, I see.
Yeah, they were doing it probably then. I just didn't know because I wasn't paying attention to that back then. I was a holy Christian child, and I was a holy gay.
Oh, that's. Can you talk about maybe like how you not transitioned out of that, but like how you evolved like into something outside of that, if that makes sense? Like the differences.
In my 20s, I was also doing drag, so I was not experiencing life as a regular guy. I was in my 20s as a female impersonator, making money, being Jennifer Hudson, playing Dream Girl songs throughout Atlanta. I am telling you out, okay? So I didn't really have that time to find myself as a man. I actually only like for the last 8 years have been experimenting as a man in myself, because I transitioned from that character to try to bring that character and merge myself together, because I was hiding behind that character because I wasn't really secure in myself. So
I hear that happens a lot with
I learn how to merge together.
Yeah, like I feel like I've heard drag queens say that like they kind of got their confidence from their female like character, and then once they realized that, they kind of had to do some like soul searching. So that's cool that you were able to like see that and kind of like evolve and like move with that. But we know you were on Web Life, and you've been on a couple like web series, but like was there a difference between like Web Life versus like Chasing? Like, was there like, oh, this is, what were the differences?
I'll just say this: Chasing is the creme de la creme.
Okay, we can see that. The editing is definitely on point. Yeah, production is on point.
None of these girls maneuver and carry themselves behind the scenes like Chasing does.
Okay, that's good to know. We always see Andario like running around, like trying to prevent fights and like working overtime, I guess.
That's the one thing about that man. Dario does not be involved. He is just the camera and an ear to listen to. When oh, you okay? What's wrong? What's y'all doing? Okay? Do we need to film it? Are you sure you're good? Just let me know, and we don't have to do this. I mean, and Dario is
the crew therapist.
Yeah, he's not trying to. He cares about good content, but real life good content, and he cares about the wellness of the people that he's filming. He takes our story very delicately in his hand, whereas some want to just put together a show.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know, like to have that perspective, because I feel like the show sometimes gives like forced or contrived, but like I don't think that that's necessarily production. It could be like the characters on the show or like a character on the show. So, but it's good to know that like he is kind of like he has your best wishes, if that makes sense. But
Yes.
so we know like about your relationship, but like I guess if you could sum up maybe like how you feel, not without giving too much away, about your your previous relationship in one word, what would you say?
Better. I feel better.
Okay.
Um, I am able now to see what wrongdoing I had involved in it, and I accept that,
Hmm.
and I take full responsibility for the things that I did.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
very big of you.
Yeah, very mature.
It's very big of you. I
Yeah.
think we
Friend,
I think
that was my best friend. I lost my best friend, and sometimes you just gotta take that and take it on the chin and stand in
yeah.
it.
Right.
I think we had a conversation where well Damon and I had a conversation where like if a person is asked about like a previous relationship or like ex, it's usually like my ex, my ex, my ex is never really the person taking accountability
Right.
for how the relationship ended or what they did to have the relationship end. So yeah, that's really big of you to admit like you had some wrongdoing in a relationship, man. You can admit that you like we stand growth. Like
Yeah,
Yes.
we love growth.
Mm-hmm.
like I said, this was the hardest year of my life. I've learned so much about myself this year. And, I wasn't the healthiest when we were together. And I can admit that I had insecurities still. And I allowed that to allow me to become very childish and do things in a childish way. So I can't be upset that, I can't be upset at how things are now. You get what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
just I lost my best friend and I'm grieving the loss of my best friend. And I'm going to take what I can from the situation and grow.
That's really all you can do at this point,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yes.
Do you think that there's an opportunity for you to, I guess, rekindle some sort of relationship with your ex? No? Okay. That's real. I mean, to even know that is like something to
Mm-hmm.
say, like, that's over and like take what you got from it and like continue to move on with your life is really mature,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
honestly. That's
I
good.
did some so I'm glad I can get to this mature place.
Okay, yeah, it's all about growth.
Yes.
Okay, like as long as you're growing from
Mm-hmm.
it, hey, it is what it is. But I mean, thinking about like the rest of the season, I'm wondering if like the people that you're cool with now are the people that you continue to stay cool with, or do things switch up? I'm wondering.
I would Tonka, me, and Jay are the Gross sisters. Period. We were friends
Yes.
going into this. We are friends out of this.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice. And we were just talking about with our review of this past episode how we like Tony and Tonka and how they're like such good additions to the
Mm-hmm.
show. So yeah, like can you kind of give more insight into just like your relationship with them and just like kind of how you feel about them?
Tonka and me been friends for a minute now, so that's like my sister. That's literally my sister. She comes to the house. She talks. Got my mama number. They cool. Jay got my mama number, and they cool. My mama get clothes made by Jay. So, and Tony
Okay.
years back when I was performing as a female impersonator. So she knew me back then, and we had a cool relationship back then. She was very supportive and very helpful, and just very loving and caring. And when I started, when I became, she still was just very loving, supporting. And I always told her that this would be something fun for her to do. She was like, "Oh, I can't do this. Y'all, they be cutting up too much. I can't be a part." So, to have her and Tony, have Tony and Tonka this season is kind of fun for me because I have a I got friends I got real friends now. I don't have to be cool with
Right.
you. want to. I got so if I don't fuck with you because I got my good sister over here and bitch you
Right. You said
but
fuck the fake shit. Like, I'm with my girl. Okay, like that's good to know.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely both give genuine energy, so I'm glad that y'all are all kind of like a unit. I'm here for it. Is there somebody that like if there was somebody that you could kind of kick off the cast, who would it be?
um since Rico is very political this year, I,
Yep.
I would say the people that I enjoy on the cast are Dominique, Troy, Willa, Kendra, Wayne, Seven, Oliver, Jay, Tonka. We were born. All right. That's what I feel like it's a great mix of people. And I feel like we're all very important in ourselves and we bring a lot of things to the table. So no, I don't think there's anyone per se I would just like say God. But I mean, I think everyone brings what they bring to the table.
Okay, I think you left somebody out, but I think everybody knows what you're picking, what you're putting down right now. Okay, very interesting. Well, I guess we'll see where that how that happens, where what comes from that. Very interesting. I kind of agree though, so I'm not even gonna lie. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Your notes.
Oh my god! But
what's I did want to ask, like, how was your friendship with Carl? Like, how did you and Carl meet? I think I asked him this on like when we interviewed him like 2 years ago. But I would love to hear like your story, your perspective on how you guys became friends.
I met years ago on the app. Me and Carl,
yeah,
apps, baby.
Baby, long time ago, and then we ran back into each other when we when I started working on the radio station, and that's how we met and actually became like good Judies of like damn years now.
Okay,
we love Carl. Yeah,
we absolutely love Carl.
I love like y'all energy together. Like I want to see more scenes with y'all, and like because that energy is yes. Some
man are like, we fall out. Now we fall out, like we really fall out, but we like click right back together. It's so weird. That's the only Leo I actually like. I actually like, and he's just genuine. He's just a genuine soul. Like he means well. He really does.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Carl, the K-Star baby.
Yes, K-Star. So like we know that there are like other I guess there are some other shows with like gay black men that have like become popular with those shows, or are you kind of done with unless it's chasing reality?
Give me an idea, because I don't see any that's worth me adding myself to. Like, I don't see anything that I could lend my helping hand to actually make something, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I'm here for that. I mean, don't go where you feel like you're either not needed or won't fit. So I'm here for that for sure.
Yeah, like I just haven't seen a show that one can put me in the. If I leave chasing, it has to put me in a higher position than chasing.
Right.
And if I'm not trying, if it has to be a lateral move, not a vertical move.
Right.
True. So I don't see anything that's lateral after chasing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Unless chasing my own show, and hey, the people said that I can carry one, so
I think you can carry one. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like you have the chops for that. Like, definitely. I'm here for it. Do you have any other questions for Rico.
For Mr. Cassadine, not at the
Yes.
moment. I did just want to say thank you again for
Yes.
taking
Thank you
time
so
out of your
much.
busy schedule. Also, just it's been this a pleasure watching you from like Web Life to Chasing Baby. I quote your argument with Tony G at that pool party almost every other day.
Yes.
Like,
Live for it.
Got their ass on their stomach on their ass. I'm not arguing. I'm not doing.
you
Oh my
reading him
God.
for getting his body done in the Decatur basement. Lives
Oh my
rent
God.
free
Not
in
the
my
Decatur
head,
basement.
baby.
Haunted by that Decatur basement.
Because Tony been doing his things, little messy ass over there at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, messy ass.
You said I see you over there still being messy. I can't. Yes. Do you have plans for Halloween? Are you gonna dress up?
I don't know. I'm not really a big Halloween person. That's the funny part.
Really? Okay.
So I might be working.
Okay. I can't be mad at that.
Nothing wrong with that. Get to that bag.
Yes. Cannot be mad at that.
Yes.
Oh, but I saw a question in the comments that I wanted to ask. No, I'm not supposed to be there with Wayne and Dominique for that meetup.
Oh, okay.
People
So did
always,
you like arrange it?
I talked to them. I asked them were they willing to talk, and I told them that they were willing to talk. So at that point, I guess Dominique reached out to and got them set up to do a meetup. And Wayne was under the impression that I was supposed to be there. Because let me tell you, when that happened, literally, Wayne called me right before they started shooting. I was in the line. I promise I put the hand on the Bible. I was in the line getting a 20-piece lemon pepper, honey lemon pepper wing with 2 punch because I had got me a 35 and a bottle of tequila to go to my boo house because we was about to have a ghetto day.
Yeah, a good old night. Yes.
And then Wayne called me like, Rico, where you at? Bitch, I'm at my boo house. Like, I'm at my house. Like, why you Dominique? I said, why are you there with Dominique? He was like, well, they said that Dominique wanted to meet up, and I thought you put this together. No, I didn't. I ain't put shit together. I'm at his house. Then 20 minutes later, we sitting down in the living room eating, just smoking a blunt, and I get a phone call. Baby, this Jamar, baby, they done twirled. I said, what do you mean they were twirling?
No, they was twirling. Twirling at the park.
As soon as I got off the phone with Jamar, I called Wayne like, Wayne, what the fuck happened? Talking shit and talking about Kendra. So I had hit his ass. I was like, Wayne, why did you? I went off on Wayne. That's why when Wayne did the after show, he was like, Rico be yelling at me now. Yes, I have been yelling at Wayne all fucking season. To see it progress. Because that sit down at that table, they only filmed a short amount of what I said, but I cussed Wayne's ass out some kind of stupid. So y'all gonna see it progress. So no, I wasn't. And I called Dominique too, because me and Dominique, I had Dominique's phone number. I called Dominique, okay, are you good? What's going on? Are you straight? Because I didn't want neither one of them to think that I tried to set the other one up.
Right.
So no, I had nothing to do with that. I was blindsided with it just like they were blindsided. Well, y'all blindsided with it.
So how were you expecting it to go? Were you expecting them to kind of like talk and make up?
No, I was just expecting them to just cease fire. Like, chill out. Stop with the digs for a minute. Because I literally wanted us to go have fun this season. Like, we gonna do, like, that's what I can't wait for y'all to see. Like, we start doing a bunch of stuff throughout the season. And like, I was trying to make it so that everybody could come together. But I mean, I got groups together. I mean, I did a little thing. I got groups.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's something. You could be instigating. So I mean, you could be instigated. So I mean, that is what it is. But did you find like, did you naturally kind of like fall into place of like, because I feel like there are people in the group that like kind of like influence the group and get people together and like kind of are middlemen. Like, did you fall into that, or did you feel like, okay, well, like I need to take that role because nobody else is gonna take that
That's
role?
me. Like I really popular contrary belief. I hate chaos.
Mm.
I can't function around chaos. So it's like last year, that's why I looked like I was going through shit, like I was going crazy because it was like, bitch, this is chaotic and people lying on me and I don't know what the fuck going on. Like I was about to snap because I'm like, bitch, why are these people motherfucking lying on me and I don't even know these hoes? Why are you lying on me? And when I came back into this season, I was such in a happy space with all the good stuff that was happening. I just didn't want to spiral, or I didn't foreshadowing. I just didn't want to go dark. I didn't want to be dark again because last year was so dark for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. As we continue,
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like as time goes on, it seems like you've learned and like kind of like look back at yourself and what's going on. So like, I feel like that's what dark periods are kind of for,
Yeah.
to teach you and like, you know, push you towards like evolving, I guess you could say. But Pickens Selby, I'm sorry, Pickens Plays now, said, did it bother you that Oliver wanted to kind of have like a newbies only get together?
that was one I had to show up to.
I think it's funny that like he claims yours went left, but like his also kind of went left. Like just like, but like at least yours was kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
His was like, okay,
And
it
there
went
was
left,
food.
and there was food.
Baby,
If
there was
there's
food
food, I'm a
there.
tourist.
Yeah.
So if there's food, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, there was food.
And there was also, let me tell you something about a barbecue. Let me tell you why everybody runs to my house when I say I'm throwing a barbecue. Because when I throw a barbecue, you're not just getting food, you're getting liquor and you're getting weed out the ass because that's all I do is smoke. There's literally jars in
Okay.
my house. I don't even know where my jar at right now.
Baby.
So that's
I'm
why
with you.
I'm running to my house for a barbecue. They don't
So you're
mind.
providing, you're feeding the girls essentially. I'm here for it. You said, "Come get a plate."
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Come get a plate, a cocktail, and a blunt and enjoy yourself.
Yes.
So are you the type of I guess the host where do you require like your I guess the attendees to bring like a party favor like a bottle or bring like food or
I mean,
how do you
thing is welcome. I'll make sure I got what we need, but anything that you can bring is always welcome.
Okay. So if somebody was to bring a bottle, what would they bring?
For me, I like to. If you're trying to give it to me, tequila.
Okay. Ooh. So like some Epsilon, some Casamigos, some Don.
Eat.
Okay.
But I don't know what I like tequila. Period. It don't matter.
Okay.
Per se, I'm a smoker, so I just got into drinking. I just know
Okay.
tequila is the only thing that didn't make me want to cry, fuck, or fight.
Okay. That takes a long time for some people to figure out, to be honest. I'm here for that. Okay.
Listen.
Tequila.
That tequila train.
Tequila be making some people act crazy, so it's
I can take tequila and still function and be okay.
I think I'm like that. I think I'm like that too.
I don't have that luxury. I'm sorry.
Not you not having the luxury.
Listen.
Well, not everybody can hang. No, I'm
I can't. No,
yes. Well, yes. The food looked good. When are we invited to the next barbecue? Right. I'm here for it. Like,
after that last one, my
you said, no, I gotta protect my energy.
Well, listen, you can overnight us a plate. Shit, just overnight us a plate.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
The house.
You said that energy was a little. Like, it said no.
inviting people over for cookouts after that when that was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I cannot blame you,
I do not blame
honestly.
you.
But yes, thank you so much for like stopping by and like talking to us. We love you on the
I'm
show. That
first season. Like I watched the reviews.
oh,
Oh,
we
thank you so much,
appreciate it.
Rico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but and of course you're welcome back anytime. I'm sure we'll have you back because some things happened this season, so we cannot wait to like talk about those things. But yes, like anything to promote while you're here. Anything you want to speak about?
Which is still up for sale right now. It's actually also Bad Bitch song is out right now.
Yes.
Coming later on in the season that I will be working on the show, but I also will be. So be on the lookout for I Blame Me, which is a song that I wrote about the situation that I dealt with this summer, and it's on the show, and it also will be released when it comes out. So just be on the lookout. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing. Also support the Deception. Shout out to them. I think last week was the finale episode. That so glad that they got that done. So I'm so happy to see them doing that. Also, yeah, that's all right now.
Okay, that's a couple things though.
It is.
So I'm here for it. I'm working. Like I'm always here for the work.
Yes, for the grind.
Yes, here for it. But yes, thank you for tapping into Keaton and Carrie. And yeah, we definitely will see you soon.
Yes, thank you again, Rico. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Rico.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, that was fun. So sorry I neglected the chat. Sorry I was kind of into talking to Rico, but I did answer what Pickens Place said.
Now who was Shed Pearl? Shout out to Shed Pearl in the building.
Shed Pearl, a familiar face. Shout out to you, Shed Pearl, for being here with us on this good Saturday. Shed Pearl says she don't bring nothing to the show but white stripes in her hair.
Ooh, not me with a white stripe in my hair. You shred somebody. Who'd you call a knockoff Storm?
Not Olivera.
With Sendell Bust Down. Okay.
Jesus, not the Sendell Bust Down.
My goodness. I'm like,
remember we almost saw Katana get cleared earlier. No shade. It's Halloween. Somebody was dressed as Katana, almost got cleared.
Almost got cleared by a car, baby. It's not worth it.
But yes, Straight Carter, yes. Fighting with no cell phones. I remember this. Mm-hmm. Yes. Squaring up, fighting, no cell phones, no footage. But yeah. We had a really good time reviewing this episode. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little miscombobulated. But if you catch that inside joke. But thank you for everybody that's here and that came through. Yes, definitely catch us back next Friday or Saturday to review the next episode. You'll never know who we'll have on. So definitely be on the lookout for that and have a good, safe Saturday.
Yes, have a happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe. If you're gonna dress up as a whore, please stay warm because it's cold outside. I'm just saying. Like, listen, I
don't second that. I'm just saying. Hoes never get cold, so.
Well, true. And I guess if you got a bottle of liquor in you okay.
Well, the liquor is the code.
None of my work. Okay, listen, I can't afford to get sick. So if you outside trick or treating, just make sure you stay safe, stay
warm. Yes. Check on your friends. Make sure they're, don't let them creep off with nobody that looks crazy.
And don't let them walk up to strangers and touch them. Just.
Yes.
Let's get that. I'm sorry, we're rambling. Thank you to everybody who watched and came through. Thank you to everybody who commented, and shout out to everybody who's going to watch this on the playback.
Yep.
This has been King Carrie,
where we key
and we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy,
and we will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night, guys.
Yes, have a good night, everybody.
Be safe.